बीइंग कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी में आप कोई डिवाइडेड रूल फॉलो नहीं करते। मतलब ऐसा नहीं होता कि आप हिंदू है, आप मुस्लिम है, यू डोंट डिवाइड योरसेल्फ। हमको ऐसा लगता है कि भगवान ने मुझे इस घर में क्यों पैदा किया, ताकि मैं हिंदू बन सकूं। ये कॉन्सेप्ट ह्यूमन माइंड में। मेरे लिए रिलीजन जो है वो एक ह्यूमन आइडिया है, एक ह्यूमन कॉन्सेप्ट है, जिसमें हमें रुचि रखते हैं या तो बिकॉज वी आर बोर्न इन दैट फैमिली, या वी आर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय सम पीपल हु फॉलोज दैट. They didn't teach me in the beginning, spirituality or all these beautiful things which exist in the world. She actually just gave love, connected with your spirit, with your being, and then you can actually see through. So my journey has been very beautiful actually. I was very blessed कि मुझे भटकने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. Like every natural thing has a boundary. Like lion, शेर or plants, they all have their boundaries. They follow a rule. So they feel the rules are not giving you freedom.
Hello, how are you? So आज की जो हमारी गेस्ट है, she is one of my personal inspiration towards my spiritual journey. Her name is Anandita Basu. By profession, she is a Sufi singer and also she follow Sahajyog Meditation. जैसे कि आपको पता ही होगा कि ये सीरीज मैंने ह्यूमैनिटी के साथ स्पिरिचुअलिटी स्प्रेड करने के लिए स्टार्ट की हूँ। पर वैसे भी स्पिरिचुअलिटी वर्ड आजकल कुछ ज़्यादा ट्रेंडिंग में चल रहा है। मुझे नहीं पता आप में से कितने लोगों को स्पिरिचुअलिटी का रियल मीनिंग पता भी होगा। टू बी ऑनेस्ट, कुछ टाइम पहले मुझे भी स्पिरिचुअलिटी का रियल मीनिंग नहीं पता था, बट आई वुड से थैंक्स टू गॉड कि after some research, I understood what is spirituality, what is the real meaning of spirituality. और जो लोग स्पिरिचुअलिटी बिलीव रखते हैं और जिन्होंने काफ़ी रिसर्च की है इस टॉपिक के ऊपर, मुझे लगता है ये एपिसोड उनके लिए काफ़ी स्पेशल और एक बोनस पॉइंट की तरह काम करने वाला है. सो विदाउट डिले, लेट्स स्टार्ट द एपिसोड.
So first of all, thank you so much for joining this conversation. So
Hello.
yeah, and I'm very excited for this conversation क्योंकि जो भी मेरे सवाल है ना वो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ for my personal spiritual growth. And I wish कि इस conversation का benefit जितना मुझे होने वाला है उतना ही इस वीडियो को जो भी लोग देखेंगे उन सबको हो. So yeah, can we start the conversation?
Yes, let's start.
Okay, so my first question is to you. According to you, what is spirituality?
So for me, spirituality is the highest meta science, or you can say the epitome of discovery of human consciousness. And it is not just the mind or the physical aspects, but it is actually the discovery of an evolution process. So for me, spirituality is a space where I can completely be myself. I can connect with my being and with the one who has created everything. So in spirituality, it is such a deep connection of the spirit and the one who has created all living beings that there is no space for other hindrance. So मेरे लिए spirituality is the core value of existence. Yeah.
तो जो हम कहते हैं कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी और रिलीजन ये दो अलग अलग कंसेप्ट हैं, तो ये दो अलग अलग कंसेप्ट कैसे, ये आप सिंपल शब्दों में एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो?
हाँ, मेरे लिए भी स्पिरिचुअलिटी और रिलीजन दो अलग अलग कॉन्सेप्ट है. ये इसलिए है क्योंकि आप जिस तरह से आप जन्म लेते हो, अगर आप हिंदू घर में जन्म लेते हो तो आपको लगता है आप हिंदू हो. अगर आप मुस्लिम घर में जन्म लेते हो तो आपको लगता है आप मुस्लिम हो. तो ये हिंदू और मुस्लिम और जो भी अलग रिलीजियंस है, बुद्धिस्ट हो, क्रिश्चियन हो, जो भी है, हमको ऐसा लगता है कि भगवान ने मुझे इस घर में क्यों पैदा किया, ताकि मैं हिंदू बन सकूं। ये कॉन्सेप्ट ह्यूमन माइंड में फिट हो चुका है। तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि just because you are born in a family who practices one side of the, preaching God, doesn't make you seek the absolute. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर मैं एक मुस्लिम घर में जन्म लेती हूँ और मैं मुस्लिम ट्रेडिशंस को फॉलो करती हूँ, तो वो मेरी अपनी चॉइस है कि मैं पूरे जो ट्रुथ है, जो एक एकाकारिता है, एक यूनिक चीज जो है, क्योंकि ईश्वर को तो आप बांट नहीं सकते ना, भगवान को आप नहीं बांट सकते। यू कैन कॉल इट भगवान, अल्लाह, गॉड, whatever language you want to give to that energy, that is our limitation, that is not God's limitation. तो हम उसको अलग अलग हिस्से में बांट के हमको लगता है कि हम if I'm born in that family of that religion, then I belong to that religion without even questioning, without even thinking about or trying to seek what is the complete access to divine force. तो मेरे लिए रिलीजन जो है वो एक ह्यूमन आइडिया है, एक ह्यूमन कॉन्सेप्ट है, जिसमें हमें रुचि रखते हैं या तो बिकॉज वी आर born in that family, या we are influenced by some people who follows that, या there can be so many factors. तो मेरे लिए रिलीजन आपको एक कंप्लीट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ डिविनिटी नहीं दे सकता, because you deny sometimes the existence of other religions, or you deny the existence of the incarnations who have taken birth in different moment, in different part of the world, to express their knowledge and show us the right path. तो spirituality जो है, it's a way of being, कि spirituality में आप कोई डिवाइडेड रूल फॉलो नहीं करते। मतलब ऐसा नहीं होता कि आप हिंदू है, आप मुस्लिम है, यू डोंट डिवाइड योरसेल्फ, you actually combine all the beauty of each teaching of religions, और आप उसको समा के you learn from everyone, and you I call it like the sangam of all the teachings. And in Shrimataji's word, we would call it the Vishwa Nirmala Dharma, which is the unified religion of a human being. तो आई फील दैट्स द मेजर डिफरेंस फॉर मी, कि आप एक में बांटते हो, एक में आप जोड़ते हो। तो रिलीजन फॉर मी डिवाइड्स फ्रॉम द रियल force, because you are only in one path and you deny it absolutely the other path. And spirituality gives you that power of uniting all the beauty of every teaching which we have. Yeah.
Please share your personal journey towards spirituality.
My personal journey would be, actually, I was very lucky that when I was 7 years old, I met a very influential person, a very amazing person who didn't teach me in the beginning, spirituality or all these beautiful things which exist in the world. She actually just gave love. And I was so impressed by the love capacity she had. Like, she was giving love without any boundaries, without any expectation, निर्वाज्य प्रेम हम जिसको बोलते हैं। तो मुझे लगा कि even if I was such a child, I felt that love from her. And what made me attracted towards her was the pure love. So with the time when I grew up with her, and I understood slowly, and she gave me my self-realization. Her name is none other Srimataji Nirmala Devi ji. I felt, that I really could connect to myself. Whatever she was telling, I was experimenting because I didn't like. This is the beauty I had with her in my life, that I never just like बोलते हैं ना कि किसी ने आपको कुछ बोल दिया तो आप मान जाओ. But हम मान भी जाते थे, but I always used to experiment it like a scientist. And fortunately, that's why I said in the beginning that I'm very fortunate. And fortunately, all the experiments which she used to tell me to do, be it, mentally, physically, spiritually, or, any kind of healing you want to put in, uh, everything worked. So then I understood that, the key point is self-realization. So unless we have our self-realization is nothing but, the arising of Mother Kundalini from the central nervous system and not from the left or right channels. I mean, it's a very huge concept. It's a huge knowledge, which should not be new for the Indians because we have this in our granthas and everything. So unless we have the connection with our being, with our spirit, we cannot know, we cannot have the light to know things. It's impossible. क्योंकि आप एक आइडिया के साथ लाइफ जीते हैं और आपको लगता है मैं सही हूँ, राइट? बट अनलेस यू आर कनेक्टेड, you don't know who is right, who is wrong. You don't have that light. It's like you're walking in an empty room with full of darkness. और उसमें एक अगर कोई टॉर्च लाइट दे दे, आपको तुरंत उस थोड़े से भी लाइट से आपको दिख जाता है आगे पीछे. So self-realization is that. Like, you get connected with your spirit, with your being, and then you can actually see through. So my journey has been very beautiful actually. I was very blessed कि मुझे भटकने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी और ज्यादा मे बी पास्ट लाइफ कर्मास, आई डोंट नो व्हाटएवर यू कॉल इट, बट मुझे बचपन में वो मिल गया चीज जो मुझे इतना सेटिस्फैक्शन और इतना गार्डेड रखा कि मुझे कुछ और ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. I found whatever I was looking in that. So it's called Sahajyog Yoga. So when I found it so practical, so scientific, with the time when I grew up, then mind develops and you understand things in life. So all the experiments worked. So it has been a beautiful journey, and being connected to my spirit has been the biggest blessing of all time, because then whatever we do, whatever I do, I feel a lot of joy and I feel a lot of satisfaction. And there's so many, dimensions to it कि ये conversation में वो बयान नहीं कर सकते हम. लेकिन हाँ, my spiritual journey has been very beautiful. Of course, there are challenges because we have ego, we have super ego, we have understanding. Because हम सोसाइटी में रहते हैं ना, सोसाइटी भी आपको बहुत कुछ सिखाती है. तो उसमें आधा चीज सही होता है, आधा चीज आपको खुद फिगर आउट करना होता है, आधा चीज आप मान जाते हो बिकॉज एल्डर्स आर टेलिंग यू. तो उन सब के बीच में द पुअर सोल ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट है आई एम देयर करके. सो इट वर्क्स आउट इफ यू आर रियली सीकिंग, इट वर्क्स आउट. तो ये दुनिया में भी इतने कंफ्यूजन है, पर उसमें भी अगर आपका सीकिंग स्ट्रांग है and you are in the right path, it works out. So it is an ongoing journey and it will be forever, I think, until the last breath. I'll learn and grow.
ये टॉपिक ही इतना डीप और इतना बड़ा है ना कि
Right.
नेक्स्ट जन्म भी अगर हो जाए तो भी हम वो जर्नी खत्म नहीं होने वाली है, लगता है.
Right. Exactly.
स्पिरिचुअलिटी के क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है हमारी जिंदगी में?
So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि if you're spiritual, you have the boundaries set inside you. Nobody can break that. कहा जाता है कि आज के जमाने में if you have a look around, you will see कि लोग कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार होते हैं. कुछ लोग मतलब they have no boundaries, they have no limitation in a dharmic way, in a how to say this, because every word, every concept has become so twisted in the world right now. तो मैं समझ नहीं पा रही हूँ किस word का use करूँ. But like, in our general life, everything is twisted because अभी ऐसा युग नहीं है जिसमें गलत और सही अलग अलग दिशा में आप देख सकते हो. एक ही इंसान में गलत सही सब कुछ भरा हुआ है. So it is very difficult for the world, I feel, to have an orientation if you are not spiritual. और हम में से काफी लोग ऐसा लगता है कि if you are religious then you are spiritual. That is also a very wrong concept, right? So actually spirituality should make you free from inside completely. There's no boundary of there's no boundary of learning, there's no boundary of growth, but there are boundaries of dharma. There are boundaries of values, the boundaries of your existing system. है ना? जैसे अगर मैं डिसाइड करती हूँ आज कि मैं I will not smoke. It's an example. I will never smoke. If you're a religious person, I have seen people will make compromises, but they will show to the society that they are not smoking. And they will hide it somehow. They'll hide. They have that space of hiding क्योंकि society में उनको अच्छा दिखाना है. So then you are totally not spiritual because a spiritual person will not compromise with the value system. You know what I mean? अगर आप spiritual हो, अगर आप अपने आप से जुड़े हुए हो, आप value system को जल्दी से compromise नहीं करोगे. You will think once, or you will try to oh, this is my boundary line. तो हम लोग आजकल फिल्म स्टार्स को फॉलो करते हैं, ये फॉलो करते हैं, वो फॉलो करते हैं. But they sometimes we don't understand that human beings should have boundaries. Like every natural thing has a boundary. Like lion, sher, or plants, they all have their boundaries. They follow a rule. So they feel the rules are not giving you freedom. But actually, some rules makes you be more free, because it's a rule of existence which is inside. So I feel spirituality is very important because spirituality makes you strong from inside. It gives you that, value system, core values so strong inside the ethics that nothing can move you. You don't have to prove the society that you're cool just because you smoke or just because you do something. You are cool because you're spiritual. Nobody can, what can be the coolest thing to be yourself, right? So when you're yourself, and that can come only through spirituality, according to me, because you're connected with your coolness inside, right? So of course, spirituality is important. Awareness aa jati hai and you become a strong personality. You don't become a cabbage. You become, your own being. You are yourself. तो spirituality तो बहुत जरूरी है. उसी से हमारा core value strong होता है, I feel. Otherwise, we are ready to compromise at any point, whatever is our priority. किसी का पैसा priority है, तो वो कुछ भी करते हैं पैसे के लिए. People don't even think twice to lie or to cheat. I mean, not everyone, of course. We have, beautiful people still on earth. But I would say majority of people have become, in that rat race. So, of course, without spirituality, we cannot have core values established.